Good afternoon, everyone. Sean here, McEwen Auto Services. We're over here in Trafford Plaza at the moment. We spent the week in England. We were around visiting a few of our customers and also people we work with. And so we had two good meetings which we turned into interviews this week. One with Garrett from Avon Tuning and the other one with a good friend, Andy Savva, the garage inspector. So we took two interviews. We're going to show you the two of them over the coming week, and we're going to run in with the first one now. So here's our interview with Andy Savva. Hi everyone, Sean here from McEwen Auto Services. I'm here this evening in Cardiff with Andy Savva, the garage inspector. Andy, thanks for having us over.
Oh, it's a pleasure. You're making the effort to come to see me.
Yeah, well look, we're in the area, so we definitely touch base. You're coming to Ireland now in September.
That's right, so the weekend the 24th and 25th. So I'm going to be at the Louis Fitzgerald Hotel, delivering my finance and marketing course. I'm planning on coming there from the Wednesday. Hopefully I can visit some of you customers that we've had obviously connections from before. So hopefully Thursday, Friday I can drive around and say hello and see some of the workshops that I haven't seen before, and then obviously deliver the training on the Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, you're coming by van this time, so
yeah,
you'll be able to move about. Part of the thing is, I know in our own Facebook, our own network that we talk about, is a lot of people have never got business training.
No.
They don't understand. I noticed myself on our own page, I sent out an Excel spreadsheet, very simple one, cost of business.
Yeah.
And something you talk about on the courses. Yeah. And a lot of the feedback I've got from that is most people base their hourly rate on what the guy down the road is charging. And you can't do that.
No. So, you know, it's a simple basic, you know, is knowing what something's cost you so that you can sell it for more. And when we first interacted 4 or 5 years ago, when I came over to Dublin and we done the first courses and you attended the finance course, and we spoke all about that. We spoke about how garage life for the last 50 years, Sean, has been, you know, a price of, it sounds about right, and what everyone else is charging. Yes, it's important to know what the competitive marketplace is around us, but fundamentally, our charging point has to be worked out on that individual cost basis, you know? And unless we do that and understand that, we will never go forward. And I think what people misinterpret in our business is, if you buy an apple for 50p, you know you want to sell it for £1. The problem with us is that our cost of business is also based on how efficient and how our productivity is affected in the workshop, because we only sell time, you see, and that's the only commodity that we have that we're in control of. So unless we understand those two basics, so we've obviously got the fixed cost that we have in having our premises, and we can't do our jobs without having premises. And added to that, we need to understand the balance of what we produce in the workshop and how that affects those costs. And we cover those in quite detail, as you've experienced. You've taken it a step further. You've created your own Excel spreadsheet, which is quite impressive. And you're trying to help your folk, our folk, you know, in Ireland, in trying to get that message across. And I think that's the first basis of any business. And I was like everyone else that I see, good at repairing cars. We get a couple of rounds, we find a place, we start working, we're busy. And at the end of the year, end of the week, end of the month, we open the till and we look and there's not much in there.
No.
And we think, what was all that about, you know? So that's what the finance course will cover. We'll also cover many other aspects of you know, garage business life, like key performance indicators, the ones that we have to measure. We'll look at margin and markup, what the differences are, and we'll look at labour costs. We'll look at profit and loss, balance sheets. So we'll cover a broad spectrum of stuff, and in the day we'll divert, and everyone will realise that in the room they're all suffering from the same issues. And the key is to give people a little bit more help and a bit more of an understanding, and hopefully they can apply into their business as you have successfully in the last 4 or 5 years.
I know in our own case, we originally met, we were working every hour God sent us.
Yeah.
And as you say, come the end of the year, you're like, you're shaking the bucket, see what's
I know,
left.
I know, and there ain't much left over, innit?
No, and what I did find was through our own social media presence, a lot of mechanics around Ireland do reach out to us. And it's lovely to hear from different people. It's lovely to hear from people that want to do want to better themselves, and they'll send us a message, look, how are you getting on? So one of the first things I will say for people who want to better themselves is get on the course. It's the first step to realising where you're going wrong. A lot of the people we speak have the same problem, just as you said. They're working every hour going, but they don't realise mechanicking today is not what it was
when we started
15, 20 years ago. 20 years ago I started. 20 years ago I started, it was Nissans. It didn't break down. You needed my complete toolkit working for Nissan 20 years ago cost £500, and that's all I needed. At the time there wasn't air conditioning, was a commodity. It wasn't about the toolkit we need nowadays to work on a vast array of cars. Cost in excess of 100 and up as much as 200, and some guys will argue with me more again, £1,000. So a lot of people don't understand how to build that into the costs, and through going on the course you'll learn how to. You may see your man down the road, he's only charging €50 an hour. That's fine. I guarantee you he hasn't got an air conditioning machine, he hasn't got a brake fluid changer, he hasn't got the coolant changer, he hasn't got the latest diagnostic system to do ADAS and everything else. So he can do that. But again, one of the biggest points I remember I took from yourself back when we first met was, I remember I came to you after the course, Andy, I can see clearly we're not charging enough for our time here. And we were charging 50 an hour. So how can I go back to that customer the next time he comes to get the same job done
for more money
and say, look, I need it, that's just it. And I remember the time you said change the experience.
That's it.
And there's so many simple things that you'll cover all of them on the course.
We do that.
And it's fantastic. So definitely, if anyone that, I'm not going to say has time, I'll say make time to go on it. If you're interested in building your business and making it successful, that's the biggest thing. If you want to do, the same thing over and over for the rest of your life, keep doing it. If you want to make a change, take the first step, get on the course. GarageInspector.com.
So it's www.thegarageinspector.com, and if you go into the training tab, you'll see the date for Dublin, and it's a 2-minute form that you've got to fill in. And I'm hoping to send all the invoices and information out to everyone probably at the beginning of September. And like I said, I'm over on the 24th, 25th. And I'm not just saying this because it's my training, but those that have attended have made huge differences and strides in their business. So take a couple of days out of your calendar, make the effort, you'll meet your colleagues, friends, like-minded people. We will share our experiences. You're not alone, and you'll be able to tap into the Garage Inspector support cycle, many friends, and you'll really, really, really benefit. So go onto my website or email me directly, andy@thegarageinspector.com, or if you want to buzz me, 07884 008811, and let's get it going. And I want to say a huge thanks to Sean, because he's put such an effort previously to this, promoting my training, and also him coming over to Cardiff today. I'm humbled and very privileged to know someone like Sean. So I look forward to seeing you all, and cheers.
Well, thanks, Andy. And the point, I've just sat in the latter part of Andy's course here today, and one of the points Andy made out that these people that Andy's associated with, we don't do this promotion to try and gain money for ourselves. I don't get paid for this. I know you don't. You get paid for doing your courses, which is giving your time. I get paid for fixing cars. But what collectively we like to see, and we see this through all of Andy's delegates, they're like-minded people and they want to help each other. So rather than sit in line under a Nissan Micra at 2 o'clock in the morning trying to make ends meet, we've all sort of come together, we've discussed how we can do things better, how we can create a better experience for our customer, and ultimately get a better quality work in. So Andy, thanks very much for
pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. So there you go, folks. There's the interview with Andy Savva, the man himself, the garage inspector. Thanks very much for taking time to watch this, and thanks so much to Andy for, again, giving us his time to talk through us about his course coming up in Dublin. We've just pulled into Hollywell here on the A55, heading for Holyhead. Trying to wrap up our trip to England this week. Pulled in here, got a wee bit of diesel to keep us going. We're after getting well over 1,000 kilometres out of the Tiguan there. Delighted with that. So again, fuel economy, things like that, it's stuff we'll be talking about in our next video with Avon Tuning, and do keep an eye out for that. We're going to stick up the dates and times for the courses coming up now from September. And again, thanks for watching. We'll chat to you soon.